For other campground reviews and camping related videos, see our camping playlist.
All right, good morning. We're at Silver Springs Campground in the city of Stow, Ohio. And it's early in the morning, so it's nice and quiet, but we found that this campground is quiet no matter what time of the day it is. And it's a beautiful little find here. So let's take you a walk around and give you some of the insider tips that we found on our stay here. All right, so you can probably see over my shoulder here, this is the main campground area, and you can see that it basically goes in 4 rows here, if you will. Starting from the right side here is kind of a treat area, and then as you go further out to the left, it gets less trees and a little more sun. So whichever way you like it. If you like shade, stay to the right of the campground, which is the north side. If you like sun, you can get down to the south side of the campground, and you'll have plenty of sun during the day. All right, so the sites here on site only have power on each site, and I know our site's a 30 amp site, power site. I'm not sure if they have 50 amp or not. I'll check in the description and I'll add that down in this video here. But a unique thing, or I'd say unique for us being from the south, but more common up north, is that there is not water on each individual site because of the harsh cold winters or whatever. But there is potable water spigots throughout the campground where you can fill up your holding tank or water jugs or whatever. Same thing, there's no sewer on site, but you do have gray water dumps throughout the campground, and then there is the dump station for your toilets there. Now let's talk about toilets real quick. You probably noticed over my shoulder right here the porta potties. Yes, at the campground here, the main bathrooms, if you will, are porta potties on each end of the campground. So hopefully if you're in something bigger where you're self-sustained with your own bathroom, you have your bathroom, your shower, there is a dump station. But if you're in a smaller trailer like us with our teardrop, or there's lots of people here in tents, the porta potties are the closest bathroom. Now I'll show you down over the hill here, there is a baseball field that's a short walk, maybe a quarter of a mile from the campground, and they do have running water, hot water, flushable toilets down there for your need, but it's a little bit of a walk to get down to that ball field. All right, so here I am on the west side of the campground, and you can see porta potties again, like we talked about when we were over on the east side of the campground. Now, if you want that hot water and running water, flush toilets, you can see the ball fields out here. And then that one building, maybe you can hopefully just barely see, that's the building right there. So maybe a quarter of a mile walk across this grass field, and you got hot water and flushable toilets if you don't want the porta potties, or if you're not self-sustainable in your own rig. All right, here's your dump station, trash area, and then they also have a emergency station here that the sign says they have fire extinguishers, telephones, first aid kits, stuff like that. So that's something unique you don't see every day at a lot of campgrounds, is an emergency station like that with all the different items that you'd need in case of an emergency. We also did notice walking around that there are some fire hydrants around too, so if there's a larger fire for whatever reason, that there are fire hydrants within the campground. So here we are at site 6. This is our site. You can see our setup here. Like I said, you do have that power pole with 30 amp power. You can see right behind me here, we do have a gray water dump right across the street from our site. And then down you can see that Sprinter van over there, and a guy filling up his tank off the water spigot. So the water spigots are not on every site, but they're fairly close. Site 6 here is in the corner, so it's really quiet, really shaded, and we've really enjoyed it. It's fairly level, maybe just a slight tilt on it if you're in a trailer, but something easily you can handle with some leveling blocks. All right, a lot of people always are looking for check-in and check-out times. So this particular campground, check-in time is 4 p.m., but something that's very unique, you don't see very often, but the check-out time is also 4 p.m., which is great because the national park is only about 20 minutes from here. And for like us today, we don't have to rush off the site this morning. We're going to go ahead and pack up, but leave our trailer here, go do some hiking and checking around at the national park, and we can leave our trailer here. We don't have to tow it around all day. So a 4 p.m. checkout without a late checkout fee is really good. So that's pretty cool. These canoe and kayak launch and recover things here where you can just roll up on the rollers and not flip over getting on and off your kayak or canoe up from the dock. Pretty cool. All right, so here's a really unique thing about this campground or this park in general. As you can see, there's some soccer fields and tennis courts over there. I think I showed you the baseball fields already. But look at this pond right here. This pond is totally fenced in all the way around, and you can see the dogs running out there. This is an enclosed dog park with a huge pond in the middle. Here comes the dog. Look at this guy running along. That is pretty cool.
Sure to check the description area for more information on this campground and the surrounding area. Consider subscribing to our channel for other videos on camping and overlanding, international travel, how-to videos, hiking, snorkeling and scuba, off-roading, canoe and kayaking, and other adventures. And we hope to see you out there getting fresh air.